Already today's video challenge the Financier stealth, reinforced locks, no interrogation, and detection bars. It's reinforced locks, which means that it's gonna actually be a bit complicated to get inside, but there's the detection bars, which is just a lot of paranoia on a map about paranoia. And then finally, there's no interrogation, which does make this a bit more frustrating, but it's alright really, we could just bag them up. And then afterwards, instead of just interrogating people, we could just hack the computer, which is a much simpler solution. But we're gonna grab a disguise first. We're gonna go over here. Then we're just going to slowly get everything open over here and then rewire everything, well, somewhere. So hopefully, all is going well over there because I'm not really sure if it is. And then we can loop this camera over here, crossover in front, and then afterwards, well, no one's gonna notice anything, which is absolutely grand, but there is this one camera that I do want to loop, so we're just gonna do just that. And I mean, if Cyber had been a bit more patient, that would have been a perfectly viable opportunity, which seems like Cyber's going to knock out. And now that we're done with that, we could just hop down over here, find our last power box, and then afterwards take care of everything over here, which seems relatively simple, except for the very well chosen guard placements at the same time. Hi there, everyone. So we could just go over here. Hopefully no one's gonna notice anything. But once again, it is hidden detection bars, which does make this absolutely terrifying, but we're good, so we could just run through here. You're not gonna pay any attention. Then we could just go through here, going through here. Really? Right then. Going through here, and then afterwards try our best to actually find where the computer is, which might take a bit of time, and seems like Cyber has probably checked this place, but we'll check it again before we go over here, and then we check this area over here, which is empty. So there's always this spot, which is empty, and then there's this spot, which is empty. So it might just be somewhere outside this specific part of the building, in that it's right over here. I didn't even face the right side. It's right over here, not right over there. But regardless, it's just a matter of waiting. And whilst we wait, we could just wait for Ryan to go somewhere, well, convenient. That or Cyber's gonna do that, which is definitely the right call to try and reduce the chances that it's gonna spawn somewhere, well, inconvenient. But unfortunately, that spot seems effectively out of bounds if we're trying to not get detected, so we're just going to refrain from being there and hope that it's not gonna be there instead later on, because that would be quite inconvenient. So this will be done soon, and well, maybe it's gonna be opposite over there, which would be quite nice. So if the guards could just not do that, and of course it's going to be in just the inconvenient location, which is actually convenient in this situation since it's quite simple really. There's no one there. That's all there is to it. And I suppose we could do this instead, which, I mean, walk inside of here? Really? I know I'm holding a gun, and I know it's not suspicious, but it would be quite nice if we just did that, so things would be much simpler for us. But I suppose it's alright, we could just bag them up. We could just run through here, miss our run completely, and then run through here, get out of here, and that's the daily challenge in just over 4 minutes. Which would have been under 4 minutes if Ryan hadn't done that, but regardless, cheers everyone, have a great time!